Welcome to the Graves Review Show. Today we're going to get into a very, very important topic. Fair use of this video. Fair use. Thumbs up, like and share this video, everyone. Please help support us through Cash App. That's Cash App, GRC, $mantrap. And I'll be greatly appreciated. 50 cents, a dollar, whatever God puts on your heart. And today we're going to get into this video about a romance scammer finally getting his just due. A victim finally getting revenge on this dude. So without further ado, we're going to get into this video and I'll be right back. Thumbs up. Please subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button. Here we go.
Hey, baby.
Okay, babe. Tim apparently lost his wallet with his ID and his bank cards where he's at right now overseas. He messaged me, I think the cab might have taken my wallet. I can't find it. We were going out to dinner, him and the guys from the construction site, and there was a wire of over $34,000 deposited into my bank account.
What's up, Seekers? Welcome back to another episode of Scamfish, sponsored by SocialCatfish.com.
He asked me for the $3,000 that he needs to. He said he was going to try and gather half of it up, and if I could help him with the other half, so he could fly home. Home to him is coming back to the States to fix his bank accounts.
On today's episode, we speak to a woman named Norma who fell in love with a man she met on Instagram named Tim. The two have been communicating for about 10 months and have never been able to meet in person. Tim lost his wallet while working overseas and has been dealing with endless issues while trying to finish up his engineering contract. He has leaned on Norma to help him through his financial hardships. Norma has essentially been funding this man's life, dishing out funds for his daughter's medication, food, and whatever else they need to survive until his wallet is found. Let's see if we can help her out and get to the bottom of this. Real quick, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your comment and like could help stop someone from being scammed. Let's get into it.
Hi, my name is Norma. I have 2 adult children and 2 grandchildren. I've been cheated on 3 times, the 3 relationships I was involved with, the first one being a marriage. I was a military wife for 11 years. Then we divorced. I had some friends set me up with dates through some sites, and that really didn't work out. The last person I dated was almost 10 years, and then he cheated and he married someone else, so that didn't work out either. He ended up marrying one of the women he cheated on me with. I later found out one married someone else when we were dating, and the other one just recently married one of the women he cheated on me with as well. Not being in a relationship, I guess it affects me in the sense that we all get older and we want that companion to do things with. My kids are grown, so it would be nice to have someone to, do other things as an adult couple, traveling or just being around each other.
After 3 failed relationships, Norma decided to try to meet someone over the internet. She opened an Instagram account and started to connect with people.
The guy I've been speaking to might be the guy. He had messaged me late in the evening, and it was just a simple hi, how are you doing? I hope you don't mind me asking you, to follow you, and how are you? How's it over there where you're at? I'm overseas. His name's Tim, and he's about 48 years old. He's about 6 feet tall, maybe about 170 pounds. He's got the beard and the mustache, kind of the rugged look on him, and a little bit of an accent when he talks. Yeah, he's like Dutch American. He's got big blue eyes. And I did show the picture to my friend of where he's wearing his baseball cap and he's in the work vehicle. And you can see his face clearly. And my friend even asked me, are those his real eyes or is he wearing colored contacts? He says he's a civil engineer, but the pictures that I seen him, he has a hard hat on, he has the gear on. So I'm like, it's okay if you're a construction worker. You don't have to be an engineer. He mentioned he was widowed with a little girl. His wife had passed away in a car accident a couple of years ago. And then during the pandemic, he had lost his brother, his older brother. He's one of 2 kids. Likes to laugh a lot and make jokes, but he can be very serious at times. And then his accent, he just makes me laugh sometimes with his accent because I can't understand him sometimes when he's joking around. So he's used to also having issues with relationships. Well, his wife before passing had cheated on him. So he's old school like I am. When you're with someone and you love someone, you work on things. It's a lot different. I'm not used to someone saying, let's fix this. I'm used to my exes walking out or, disappearing or not responding.
An official message from Medicare.
I usually love Plot Twist, but this year I'm comparing my options during Medicare open enrollment.
There was misunderstandings. He wants to work on things. He's not one to just, I'm the one that will shut off. I told him I just need time to myself. And he's like, fine, but we still need to talk. We kind of joked about it. It would be to go to an event here in town, whether it's a concert or a show, dinner in the show, or just going out and seeing different parts of the city. And of course, eating at an Italian restaurant because he likes pasta, and we both like pasta. So
Norma and Tim chatted every day. Tim was the perfect man, handsome, well-spoken, and mature. As the months passed, Norma started to fall for him.
There's times where I do get butterflies when he calls me because he'll brighten up my day sometimes. He'll know what to say. He calls me sunshine and sweetheart. And his baby, because he says, my mom tells me to tell my baby hi. And on his birthday, he actually sent me a beautiful large floral arrangement. And he put on the card, I was surprised, I didn't even know. The delivery person called me and they were telling me that they had a delivery for me. And on there, that's where he put that he doesn't see his life, the same anymore. And it was something in regards to always his sunshine. He sees things a little bit brighter now. He also, when he called me, he told me, it was part of his birthday gift from him to me, although it was his birthday. And those were mostly spring flowers that you would find in Amsterdam, where his family's from. And then around that same time when we talked, he asked me if I would ever consider getting married again. And I kind of kept questioning it. Is this real? Is this really a person? Is this a scammer? But when we went to Skype to do the live videos, I actually saw him and spoke to him. Tim apparently lost his wallet with his ID and his bank cards where he's at right now overseas. He messaged me, I think the cab might have taken my wallet. I can't find it. We were going out to dinner, him and the guys from the construction site. So when he's asked me for money, whatever I can send him, I send him. Cash App, he was requesting the cash be sent to his coworker since he didn't have access to his bank card. And he gave me the coworker's contact information on Cash App, so I was able to send him money through there. Through Cash App, I also had to send him like Bitcoin money. And then since then, his daughter's been hospitalized. She's overseas with her grandma, and so they needed money for the hospital. I sent him money and her medications. And then the mom was hospitalized in May, June. She was also sick, so he asked me again for money, and I sent that to him.
Norma was essentially funding this man's life. He still couldn't find his wallet, but Tim's request for favors seemed to never come to an end.
Around March, he was really struggling, and said, you know what, I can't get access to my accounts until I get back to the States to talk to my bank and fix everything and get a new card, get access to my money. And so he asked me for personal information for my bank. And I was thinking it was just going to be one check that he was waiting on. I usually didn't think it was going to be a large check. It was going to be maybe $2,000-$3,000. It took a while. I forgot about it. He would ask me every day, did you get any bank alerts for a deposit? And I was like, no. Like the end of May, I got a call, and there was a wire of over $34,000 deposited into my bank account.
Norma received a call from the bank letting her know that they would not be able to complete the transfer because the account that was wiring the money into her account was flagged for fraudulent activity. Her bank even notified her that she may be dealing with a romance scammer, but she didn't want to believe it.
And when I tried getting a hold of him and calling him, he wasn't answering. And then the next day when he got the emails, he left me a message, like, I don't know what the bank told you, but I'm not a fraud and I'm real. And, I told you it was my employer. But then his employer's, that wire didn't come under his employer's name. It came in from It was in Spanish. The name of the company or the bank that they used. I thought it was part of his contract. They were going to fly him back home once his contract was over. So he still is really overseas, and I've never spoken to his employer. They're the ones that because they wired the money to my account. Recently, he told me he needed money to fly home. Something happened with his employer. His contract's already up. He asked me for the $3,000 that he needs to. He said he was going to try and gather half of it up, and if I could help him with the other half, so he could fly home. Home to him is coming back to the States to fix his bank accounts.
Although it's hard to forget everything Tim put Norma through, she still continues to believe that this man is coming home to fix all of this. She is tempted to send the remaining $1,500 to get him on the plane back to America. That's why Norma reached out to us to verify his true identity before she sent any more money.
This is a person that I've gotten to know, I guess, pretty well, and through ups and downs, we're there for each other. But at the same time, I guess that's what pulls at my heartstrings is that he has a child, so I know what it's like to be a single parent raising my child and being protective of my child and my family. I hope he can be real, and he always tells me he is real. He's being honest with me, but then I question things and he kind of hesitates, so it's kind of a touch and go. But it would be nice if he were real.
Okay, Seekers, we had to dig into this and figure out who this man really was. The next day, our team got together to come up with a game plan, but we had to act fast. Tim was pressuring Norma every day for money to buy a $1,500 plane ticket. We needed to track his location, so we set up a call with Norma the next day to put some ideas together.
We want to send Tim a link to our FU gift card site. What we're hoping to see is him to click on one of these links. We'll be able to grab his IP address.
Okay.
We want you to tell him that you're going to buy a gift card for $10,000 so that you can send it to him.
Because he will call people, like he's called his accountant or whatever. And I told her his accent is not, it's like a European accent, kind of like New York, New Jersey type. He has that kind of accent. He doesn't speak like a Nigerian. My brother-in-law's Nigerian, so I've seen the videos for those. It's just the way he talks, like he knows his stuff, but at the same time, it's like I question him, and I keep questioning him, and he will answer sometimes, and other times I can tell he's holding back, and he doesn't tell me everything.
I can't wait to formally meet this man, and we'll figure out what happens from there. Okay?
Okay, we will do that. Thanks, crew.
Talk to you soon,
Thanks,
Nora.
Bree.
Bye.
Bye.
The next day, we received a message from Timothy. He told us he was having trouble with our website and claiming his $100 gift card. So I decided to hop on the phone and see if we could fix this issue.
Dear sir, I am writing to you as a representative of fugiftcards.com. We currently have your funds temporarily held in our custody. To proceed with the release of these funds, we kindly request some additional information from you for prompt cooperation in providing swift and secure transfer of your funds. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Let's see what he says. What information do you need?
Are you available to go through our quick identity check by phone?
Kamala Harris, committed to moving Black America forward. She took on big banks and won.
Yeah, hello.
How's it going? This is Bill from FU Gift Cards.
Okay.
Yep, I got your funds here for the $100 gift card. I just need to run through our verification system. 10 to 20 questions I need to go over with you real quick, sir, and then we can release these funds to you.
Okay.
All right, sir. For starters, what's your name?
I'm Timothy.
Gotcha. Kimberly.
Timothy.
Go ahead and spell it for me, please.
T-I.
Uh-huh.
M-O.
Mm-hmm.
T-H-Y.
You got an interesting accent. What kind of accent do you have? Where's that based out of?
What?
Your accent. Where are you from, son? You didn't like that one. Howdy. What's so funny? Well, we weren't able to get Tim to click on the link. But we did run all of the other information that Norma sent us. Stick around until the end. We'll reveal the real location of this person behind this profile.
Well, what he didn't know is that we actually were tracking his IP address through all those clicks. We got 2 hits.
And I'm not done with that boy Timothy. I had a few more tricks up my goddamn sleeve. You put me on goddamn hold, I'm putting the money on hold.
Why is it, what's wrong with him? What's that? What's the meaning of that? Who gave him the right?
No.
Do you have anything with him?
If you've made it this far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. We appreciate you so much. We decided to reveal everything we found the next day.
Hey, Drew. Hey, Bree.
The reason why we wanted to talk to you today is because we've been searching all of this information for you, trying to find the truth. Are you ready for that?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to find out the truth of all of this. Like I said, he makes me doubt a lot of things and question a lot of things. So yeah.
The first thing we looked into, we just tackled all the small little details like the flower arrangement he sent you.
I liked him, but at the same time, I'm surprised that he knew what flower place close to my home to send him through. It was a little bit of a shock. And then he said he made the comment that the floral arrangement he picked was something similar to where he's from Amsterdam, so that you would see those same flowers in springtime over there.
We looked into those flowers. The most common flower in the springtime in Amsterdam are actually tulips. And that particular arrangement is just a common flower arrangement that you can find online. You can find it from any online retailer that sells flower bouquets.
Yeah.
I know that he told you he was an engineer, right?
Either an engineer at a construction site or a construction worker, because I've been on construction sites myself for projects that I've worked on before, and you couldn't tell who the engineer was from the workers because they would wear, the vest, the hard hats, the full gear. They were all always in full gear. So, and that's what he would tell me, that he was an engineer. But most of the pictures I've seen of him, or when I would talk to him the first 2 times on Skype, that's what he was wearing, is the basic t-shirt, the vest.
And we actually looked into the logo on his helmet, and it's actually a solar panel company. So this company just installs solar panels. They're actually based out of Texas.
Wow. Okay.
They just install the panels, so they don't work on houses or any buildings.
Okay.
You were sending money to Tim's crypto wallet through Cash App, right?
He said I was the only one that could help him. He didn't have a whole lot of family or friends, and that he was stuck overseas at a construction job that he just finished overseas. And if I could send him money through the Cash App, because that's the only way he could get it, through his friend, because his accounts were locked. Back in December when we first started talking, he had lost his wallet in the cab with his ID, so he didn't have access to his bank accounts, and they were all locked.
We did look into the wallet ID that you were sending money to, and we actually realized that you weren't the only one sending money to Tim. It had over 37 transactions going into it just this year.
This election for president and U.S. Senate will decide the future of our democracy. Who sits on the Supreme Court, and policies that matter most to your family. You have the power. Make a plan to vote.
I'm such a neutrals person, so I'm always in cream, light blues, earth tones, and these are just...
Wow. Yeah, he was asking me, even this morning, he's been asking me for money. I haven't sent him money going on probably a couple of months now.
The whole time you were sending him money, he was actually getting money from other places that you didn't know about.
And that makes you question if you even want to help someone, even if you meet someone now, because you're questioning, is this the truth or are they scamming you?
Using our Bitcoin tools, we were able to discover how much money was going in and out of this Bitcoin wallet. This scammer's wallet had well over $50,000 sent to it. This didn't match up to any of the stories that he had about not having any money.
Norma, this guy is like really greedy. He's like beyond greedy. So as soon as we mention anything about money, he just kind of lost it.
You send it to the Cash App, then I'm going to send it to them through the Bitcoin. It's a Bitcoin gift card, right, baby?
Yeah, but what's the error you're getting on the message? Because I can't see that.
We decided to run a reverse scam on this guy. The $100 gift card wasn't enough to get him to engage with me. So we sent him another message letting him know that Norma bought him another $3,000 worth of gift cards, but the funds were locked and we needed another $10,000 from Norma to release them. He couldn't resist it. He called Norma right away.
Ma'am, you're going to be sitting at 10,000 right now, right?
Tell him to hold on. Tell him, just hang up the call, baby.
Now, ma'am, is this going to be a check or is it going to be by debit card?
It's gonna be through my bank card.
Okay. And your husband is okay with this, right?
Are you listening to me? Babe, can you hang up the call then? Please.
Ma'am, if you hang up right now, you're going to lose the 3,000.
Are you talking to me, honey?
Ain't no reason to talk to him. He ain't got no money. He ain't got no goddamn money.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Are you listening to me?
He's doing all this going back and forth telling you how to spend your goddamn money. You need to spend your coins how you want to.
Just trying to
for a minute. You don't want to talk to me?
Yes, babe, I'm talking to them too to make sure that you have access
I said, talk to me for a minute, babe. Tell them to give you a time to talk to me. What's going on?
I'm gonna put you on hold, okay, sir?
Ma'am, don't do that.
Is he gonna tell you what to do with me, honey?
No, babe, I'm just making sure that you're gonna be able to get the funds.
Yeah, I understand what you're doing, but I said I want to talk to you for a minute.
Ma'am, you placed me on a brief hold. I'm taking that $3,000 and I'm donating it to the YMCA.
What's so bad about that?
No, babe, I'm just making sure you're gonna have access to
I know you're making sure, honey. I know you're making sure. I just said I want to talk to you for a minute. I just want to talk to you alone for a minute.
Sir, I'm gonna place you on a brief hold, okay?
You put me on goddamn hold, I'm putting the money on hold.
What's wrong with him? What's that? What's the meaning of that? Who gave him the right?
No.
Do you have anything with him?
Don't tell me how to talk to your wife. You watch your mouth. You watch your mouth.
That shows that he's trying to play games. Listen, honey. Are you listening to me?
Yes, babe.
I'm gonna always tell you the truth. I have never lied to you. I'm never ever gonna lie to you. I've been honest to you, and I'm always gonna be honest to you. Okay, baby?
Okay, babe.
Well, what he didn't know is that we actually were tracking his IP address through all those clicks. We got 2 hits. One was in Lagos, Nigeria, and one was in Abuja, Nigeria. But he's definitely in Nigeria.
Wow. And he has a heavier, different accent than Nigerians. Like I said, my brother-in-law is Nigerian, so I'm like, I don't know about this accent that he has. Yeah. Wow.
His accent sounds like a Nigerian. It didn't sound like a New York. I think you said New Jersey accent.
Yeah, he kind of has a New York, New Jersey accent, and he does speak Dutch because I've talked to him. I had my phone out with a translator, and he was speaking Dutch last time.
Norma, I promise, that's a Nigerian accent. I've talked to hundreds of these guys. That is 100% a Nigerian accent.
Wow.
Okay.
So did you find out who the little girl was in the pictures? Because he would post the pictures on his Instagram of him and his daughter. And
we were able to locate who not only the guy's daughter was, but who the real man was. The real man's name is Timothy. His daughter is healthy. He's not in Amsterdam. So the scammer just stole his name and his likeness to get you to send money. He's just a regular guy with a family. His brother's alive. All of these things that he kind of implemented that were these tragedies, he was actually just taking this guy's life and then, making it almost like the complete opposite of what reality is, just to show you that he was going through all these terrible things. All of this was in play to get you to send money, and you were in a romance scam, unfortunately.
Wow.
We actually found other fake profiles of Timothy. They're all over the place. He acknowledges that he knows his images have been stolen. And since he found out, he set all his social media profiles to private.
It's an attack on every woman in Michigan. Mike Rogers backed 4 bills to ban abortion in Michigan. With
This is the real man. This is, his life. This is his friends, his family, his daughter.
I always had my doubts. Like I said, it was like a 50-50 chance because he kept changing his story, this and that. And I was just like, something's not right. Like with me, if you ask me something, it's going to be the same answer over and over again. I'm not making it up. Or it's beyond sick.
Why do you think you fell for this?
I guess because he was so persistent, like messaging me, and then telling me his sad story, that he was widowed and child, and I don't know if that's where he was getting off of my sites, that he was like, oh, she has kids, grandkids, I'll pull on those heartstrings, and usually that gets people to give in and give them money.
Well, I think it's time for you to block him.
Yeah, I love your team. You kind of made me feel that at ease and at peace now that this was a scam, even though I kept trying back and forth 50-50. But the fact that it's out there, these scams are out there, and they mess with you on social media. They call you, FaceTime you, and pull these little stunts. I mean, you guys went above and beyond to give me that peace and tranquility that I need, even with my bank accounts now, because um, you don't know what's out there, and they might come across as someone nice, and then you see their social media sites, but again, like you said, there were stolen pictures from someone else's profile, and so you guys really went above and beyond to find out all the information and give me the answers that I needed to kind of question everything. I was already
Fair use, YouTubers. Like and share this video. Thumbs up. Please like and share this video. And please support us through Cash App. That's GRC $mantrap. 50 cents, dollar, whatever can help us out. As you can see, this lady was a victim of a romance scam. Please, ladies and gentlemen, whatever you do out there, please don't send these guys money. If you noticed in the video earlier, she was sending this guy small amounts, and then it got to bigger amounts. She also gave her personal information out. That is a red flag. That is a no-no. So whatever you do, ladies and gentlemen, when you meet these scammers, get rid of them fast. Don't give any personal information out. And please don't send any money. These guys are real. They're out here and they are not playing games. They will wipe you out of your whole retirement bank account or your retirement account. So please don't support these scammers out there. If you see one, if you know one, report them to the local authorities or whatever. But don't give any personal information out and don't send any money. Like and share this video. Thumbs up, please. Support us again through Cash App, GREC. That's a $mantrap. And without further ado, Lord say the same. I'll see you next week with a wonderful topic. And again, like I said, please don't send any money to these guys. And don't give any personal information when you're dealing with romance scammers on the internet. God bless you. Take care.